Welcome back to Grumps Barn. We're finally back in here again. Now I can get on with this and hopefully get some bloody done stuff finished. Can't believe that after all this time it's still in one piece. Never mind, that'll be sorted very, very shortly. I've just off camera spent a good half an hour persuading the electrics to come out the chassis because they did not want to come out. As you can see, this is them here. Look at that. They're going to need rewrapping because they're in the right state. But there again, they have been in there for over 20 years, so it's not surprising. It's amazing they came out at all, to be honest. But it took about half an hour of tugging and buggering about to get them to come out. So yeah, we're getting somewhere now. All I've got to do is next cut off these foot plates. There's no point in trying to unbolt them, to be honest, at the moment. So I'll just cut them off and then I shall be starting to lift this thing off. And that's when I shall find out, no doubt, that I've missed a hell of a lot of stuff. Bound to have. But we shall see. I think that's everything done, let's say, by the foot plates. Once these foot plates are off, it should lift. And then we should be able to separate the bloody thing at last. Well, that's assuming that jacking it up and everything all works according to plan. Because I should be using the trusty old high lift over there. We shall see. Not exactly the best jacks in the world. They tend to try and attack you at every opportunity. Take your jaw off. And generally cause you as much harm as possible. Well, we shall see what happens there. Hopefully it'll go without too much of a hitch. Right. I'm now going to have to cut you off a second because I realised I forgot my extension lead for the grinder. Never mind, back in a second. There we go then. That's one of them off. What a bloody state they were. As you can see, this bolt that was supposed to be holding that in just rotted out completely. Just fell out the chassis. With more crap. Right, so they're both off now. What I have to do next is pile up these blocks. It's all over the place. Got them all around here. I've got to pile them up, stick some axle stands on top of them, ready for the poles to go on that are going to be supporting the body once he's up. So, I should now start piling those up. Back in a bit. Alright, back again. And now for the first problem of the day. And what's going to stop me for a couple of days at this rate. Here we go. Jack at the back. Jacked it right up. No problem at all. Put the scaffold tube through. No problem at all, right through. Built up the blocks. I'll decide to put them on. It's not taking a hell of a lot of weight, and those things can take a shitload more than I would put on it. But then we have a slight problem. If we look under here, you can see that as I let it down, instead of it lifted up the body slightly, but then it bent. The whole fucking tube is such lightweight tubing that it bent. And I've just checked underneath and everything is free. So that should have lifted up. Well, never mind. These things are sent to try us. Some bloody trying me. So I'm now going to have to go and source some more tubing because these scaffold tubes that I had here are obviously not up to the bloody job. Oh, that'll see if I've got any big enough bits of wood that will go all the way through there. I'm not sure if I've got any of that left. I've used most of it already. Never mind. be back soon once I have some more tubing. Bye. Just a quick extra bit to finish this off. Here's the bar out, and as you can see, it's folded there and down there. So instead of a nice straight bar, we now have a banana. Wonderful. Well, bang goes that idea. I shall have to find something else to lift the bastard with. Who would have thought these were that fucking heavy, eh? Right. See you soon. Alright, well here I am back again. Now I've got some decent scaffold poles. And I went to lift her up with the old high lift again. And they started trying to bend. It wouldn't come off. And it was only then I realised, after a bloody good look around, that I have missed some very important bolts. So, if anyone else can learn from this, it would be great. Hang on, if we can find a light, I'll show you where these bolts are. Back in a sec, I only put the light down a minute ago. Right, well hang on, before I show you where the bolts are, I'll show you on here, on the new chassis, the bolts are bolt into these. There's a bracket that goes from here up onto the back of the seat box. I didn't realise that they were there. So obviously the thing can't bloody lift because it's being held in place. And there we go. That is the bracket there. If I come out, you'll see where it is. Underneath the wheel arch. Straight in there. Bolted onto the top of the chassis and into the back of the seat box. And it's hard to get this light in there because it's such an awkward bloody position. No. Oh well, anyway, with one each side like that, watch out for them. Well, we're back again. This might seem like half a second to you, but to me it's another day. To get a bit more access to removing these two bloody bolts, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut off anyway, if I can get into the damn things. I've had to take off the prop shaft. Rear prop shaft didn't want to come apart, and you can't really see that from there. As I can't do this two-handed, it's very hard to show you, but that is knackered completely. Absolutely bollocks. But there again, I have new UJs for that. I knew that was on the way. Right. Now I'm about to get underneath this bloody thing again and see if I can get in there to cut those bloody holders off. I'm thinking hopefully I can cut these off. Maybe. If not, just hack apart the bracket because I've got new brackets to go on anyway. But you don't want to hack those off if you don't have to. Bloody 50 quid for a new set of two of those, and they charge you another £10 for bloody nut plates to go with them. Crazy money, but I've got them anyway. I've got ones that I bought along with the chassis. Right, I'm going to get under, see what I can do. Back in a second. Well, I'm still piddling about this bloody thing. Managed to get one of the bolts out. It actually came undone after about an hour of pissing about with it. Unfortunately, the other one came halfway undone, and then the nut rounded, big time. It was just so knackered that it all gave way. So I'm now trying to work out a way of getting it out. I can't even show you the damn thing because it's in such an awkward position. And I don't think, yeah, it's under there somewhere. Right under here. No, you've got to get able to get under there. I can't get a new light under there at the minute. But it's just sitting there and rattling about. Half undone. I can't get a cutter anywhere near. I might have to try and grind the top of it and pop it out that way. Obviously being very careful that I don't cut the bloody seat box in the process. Well, wish me luck. Gonna bloody need it with this bit. Back in a bit. Right, so that's that finally bloody done. Now let's get the grinder out and actually use it as a grinder for once rather than just a cutter. Grinding wheel on, then ground the head off the bolt. That's that out. And I did it all without doing any real damage, which is great. So now, hopefully, I'll be able to lift it. Here we go again. Lifting it up, take 3. There we are, back again. This is yet another day. Life gets in the way as well, so yeah. Well, finally, the day I thought would never come is here. There we go. The back end is in the air. I tried lifting it up with a high lift at the back, but that is a bit dodgy. It did work, it got it up high enough, got the pole in, started bringing it down, and the body and the chassis were catching. I found out what was happening there. If you look here, you'll see that part of the rear cross member is now missing. Now sitting on the floor over here. Yes, it was sticking on the bloody support for the rear of the tub. And when I gave it a knock, it fell off. Yeah, this chassis was definitely due for a change. So now all I've got to do is lift the front up, again using the engine crane. Far safer way than trying to do it with the high lift. Because I have tried lifting it with the high lift to see, and no, that engine is just far too heavy to do it safely. So I shall do it with the engine crane. Lift the front right up. Get it all supported. Right, here we go. Back in a sec when I've got it set up. There we go. We'll just let her down. It's all nicely up in the air now, although the front's going to have to come up a little bit more. I'm an inch or so shy there. As you can see, it's hanging off of a ratchet strap attached to this pole, which is now bent. But that wasn't bent by this, that was bent by getting stuck under the back when it wouldn't let go. But basically we have it off now. Although, as I say, I'll probably have to lift her up again and just raise it up a teeny bit more. But she is up in the air. And I have found one final thing I've still got to undo, in case anyone is following this. Under here, I forgot to take off the air valve, the air hose on the diesel filler. That's got to be disconnected because that's going through the bodywork. So that's a 5-minute job. Right, so for all intents and purposes, we're done here. All I've got to do, as I say, is lift it up a little bit more, disconnect that hose, and then I can trundle the bloody thing out. So the next time you see it, it should all be disconnected. Alright, well thanks for hanging on to this and coming back. my 17 subscribers. Ah. I just hope you're getting something useful out of all this. And just a quick ear from Mike. There you go, mate. Your stickers up there, or one of them. Another one over the other side somewhere. And I've got more to put elsewhere eventually. Thank you very much, mate. It was much appreciated. Right. See you next time. And we can start hopefully ripping this bloody thing apart and rebuilding everything onto the new chassis. See you again soon. Bye.